3, the Celtics, the 3 seed against the 2 seed, the Toronto. A great shot by Anunoby. It has been a Toronto story ever since. Away we go. It's more and more like a defensive grind between these two of the better defensive teams.
Jaylen Brown got his 4th foul in game 4 and couldn't be as aggressive. Siakam went to work.
3, and all eyes on those top 3 players. That's a nice kick to Anunoby. Corner 3. What? Boston playing well on the defensive end. It's turned into James. Gasol comes up empty again. Offensive rebound, Anunoby. Anunoby scores.
In that game.
It had Brad Stevens' attention, something they addressed between games. As for the championship last year, he loves getting lost in the playoff vibe. As Smart got Smart running to his right. Gives it right back, and Brown throws it down.
A great pass by Marcus Smart.
Ibaka inside with Tice on him. Ibaka was found in the second half of game 3. Had a nice game 4. A little turnaround by Miracle in game 3. Wanamaker for 3. And that one is true. Threes missed. But with the good looks, expecting better results. That's a tough, unreal. 1 for 9 start from behind the arc. Tatum down the Raptors here.
Yeah, listen, last game, and really for a lot of this series, had a lot of good looks and just didn't make them. But in this game, so far as
we hear that make or miss league all the time, and it's a cliche because it's true, as Kemba Walker knocks down a little mid-range. 5 for Toronto. Boston's held Toronto just 5 made field goals and forced 5 turnovers. That's Powell, checked by Williams. They get it right back in his hands, and Powell lets a 3 go, and he hits one.
I think they've really improved in the 2 years I haven't been coaching.
A single basket in transition so far tonight. Lowry goes to the hole and scores.
Stepped up, they're trying to fight their way back into this game.
Tatum springs free and lays it in.
This is about the smallest lineup Toronto can go to.
Van Vliet trying to get by Wanamaker, and he does so.
Bench. You weren't seeing those buckets early in the game when Tice was there doing a great job.
Possessions go down, the number of possessions as we grind away in this series. Nice finish by beating Fred Van Vliet. Kicks it. Good ball movement. Tatum will pull a 3.
Need Fred Van Vliet to be productive and efficient.
Nice pass as Walker sets up.
And then look at Tice run again.
Smart wide open for 3. Got it. Boy.
Tice right there with a block, and they're off to the races. Wanamaker finds.
Despite the injuries trying to come back from.
He really is. So Gordon and his wife are expecting to welcome a big deep playoff run. Goes a long way.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. 3-pointer is up and in for a little bit here. Going with Boucher and Matt Thomas, maybe trying to change the energy.
Well, he can't get it to go because Daniel Tice was there and contested hard. Daniel
steals in 5 blocks. EJ and the gang standing by in Atlanta. American Express halftime report and a block. Lowry kicks it. Matt Thomas rattles home a 3. Finally able to hit one. Thomas, the rookie out of Iowa State. Here is Walker, and got it in the first half. They'll take a quick peek to see it was off in time. And it's certainly Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, Allie LaForce, and Stan in total.
Getting good shots, and you have to make them when you get them, like Siakam did.
Kicks it, and Anunoby for 3. And there's Siakam, offensive rebound, and the putback. Before they drop the first 2 games in this series. So there's a lot for them to call on, and Siakam.
Yeah, you just got to wonder sometimes with teams, and I know it happens to everybody, but.
After being down 27 points at the half, here is Brown in the corner. He's got it. He's interesting there. Smart taking a sidestep to try to draw a foul. Forced him into a pass. Van Vliet did a great job with that feature. Michelob Ultra courtside. There's another nice take by.
Give Boston second chances when you're down 22 points.
Kemba Walker able to shake.
Kemba Walker here off the second chance, gets Siakam on him, and is
the big 3 for Toronto as Kemba. Wow, nice little scoop in game 3. They've been logging a ton of minutes. Powell, nice lead by Lord with the Oculus front row view. Lowry with the lead for
more intense basketball.
Here's Tice, he'll take it. Everybody leaves him, and Tice in his first playoff run with the Boston Celtics after 8 years in Charlotte.
And one thing we've seen all the way through is he's everywhere. He's chasing every screen. He's diving.
That's how you develop chemistry and respect for each other.
Here's Tatum. He scores principles and getting them to think about it in a little different way. Here's Van Vliet for three, and he knocks it down. So with a rebound.
Yeah, no, those guys will get some time, but that's not going to make any difference in this series.
Everything on the floor, and I mean everything. Thomas turns a corner, pulls up. He's had brief cameos in the last two games. Kemba Walker shakes him.
Get to the NBA is a great story.
And getting minutes here in the playoffs, and he sets up Van Vliet, who knocks down a
people who just flip the channel. I hate to tell people at TNT.
All right, coming out of. By the way, you're spending a lot of time with your brother here in the bubble. As Thomas, that quick does bring to mind in a game like this, as Powell scores inside.
Plan. They have similar makeup and how they see the game and play the game. And he said, I think of it as two is better than one.
Initiatives, and we've heard his voice a great deal. He has used his voice. Lou Brock passing away, and the great uncle of our colleague over at Bleacher Report, Taylor Rooks.
I think for the Celtics, so there are still things they can get out of this game here in the last. And P.J. Brown was an outstanding defender and could really move his feet for a big guy.
Around the bubble, of course, with the Miami Heat in it, and been able to run into him on a few occasions as Tice.
We'll see wholesale substitutions at that point.
Boston has 6 players in double figures. Low for Toronto in their playoff history. Boston led by 27 at the half. They were up 25. The foot on the gas ever since. Complete dismantling of Toronto to call a lot of his games in the Big Ten. Matter of fact, Edwards and Grant Williams.
Both coaches really need to make sure that their teams hear the.
Going up 3-0 in this series before Anunoby's 3. Highly unlikely, improbable that he'd return in this series. It's the most lopsided win in this series.